Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today. And this first video are stories from Birmingham. Overnight, we've had several incidents, and the main story is about 8 gunshots that were fired in the city street. Thank you to our reporter Snapper SK for the coverage from the scene as well. This happened at 8 PM on the corner of Springmeadow Grove, just off Wheeler Street in Newtown. Police vehicles had formed a cordon and they could be seen at each end of the street. West Midlands Police have now confirmed that a passenger got out of a dark coloured Nissan Qashqai and fired shots yards away from a grove. Police said they jumped back into the car and made off. There are no reported injuries, the police have said. Due to the ongoing investigation, it led to buses being diverted from the area even this morning. The cordon was later lifted. Bishop Desmond Jaddoo, who lives in the area, he said this is becoming a regular occurrence in the city and taking to Twitter after sharing a number of pictures from the scene. And neighbours said this was a very common occurrence. And something very interesting that Desmond did was he tweeted the Chief of Police, Dave Thompson, and said, "What is going on? Is this about the book?" And when he makes reference to this book, he's talking about a gang notebook that was stolen from a police car in Birmingham on the 29th of May. They only released the information on the 12th of October, so for several months people have been receiving threats associated to this book, according to Desmond. West Midlands Police apologised after a police notebook containing information on young people associated to gangs was stolen from an unattended, unmarked car. The four said officers were involved in a police chase in the Ladywood area of Birmingham on the 29th of May, during which the notebook was stolen from the car, and details have only just been released about the incident. And Desmond recently said that he believes several incidents, maybe an increase in violence in the city, is connected to this notebook. They said letters had been sent to everybody who had their information released in this notebook. The force said it believed the theft had not put anyone directly at risk, but of course, how can they possibly know that? Community activist Desmond Jaddoo said families' details were in that book, including a 14-year-old boy, and they have been approached and threatened by people, and threats have been made, telling them to make funeral arrangements. Danny Long, the Chief Constable of West Midlands Police, says the notebook contained details of people that were assessed as being involved or vulnerable to gang culture and related activities. The notebook has not been recovered, and the officer that lost it has been given management advice. And that's very easy to say after they've actually lost it and people are currently at risk due to this missing notebook. Jaddoo said in a letter lodging a formal complaint, "This is a serious breach, and it has been noted that since the notebook has gone missing, there has been an increase in violence in Birmingham. Families have advised me they are living in fear, and individuals have been contacted and been told to make funeral arrangements." West Midlands Police said many members of the Black and Asian community are particularly in danger. It does question why WMP have not been up front in order to smoke out the perpetrators and to lessen the ability of the families to feel fear and terror. So in actual fact, they didn't even tell the public that they'd lost people's information in relation to serious gang-related activity. And in Birmingham, this is a very dangerous thing to happen. Anyone could be at risk if somebody finds out you're associated to a certain gang. So as I said, that's a breaking news story coming out of Birmingham from yesterday evening. And I really want to hear what people's opinions are on this notebook. Do you think this notebook has put people's lives in danger? Or do you agree with what the police are saying, where they have no proof that anybody's life has been put in danger? And in this story coming out of Solihull from a robbery that took place on the 12th of October at a one-stop shop in Solihull. Solihull went to great lengths to be separate from Birmingham. It used to be part of Birmingham. We will say it's on the outskirts. The video shows the moment that armed robbers run into the shop with a machete and force workers to open a safe and hand over cash. The CCTV footage shows the pair run into the Prospect Lane store wielding the blade. Moments after, cameras outside the shop showed the thieves as they pulled the weapon from inside their jacket. The footage was released by the police and they was both wearing masks and they walked behind the counter where staff appear to calmly open the till. Workers can be seen emptying the safe also, handing over bags of cash, and one of the thieves who carries them in what appears to be a bin while still holding the machete. Police have issued an appeal to trace the pair who struck at the Birmingham shop and potentially others. This happened at 9:25 in the morning and they forced the worker to go to the floor as well after. The robbers made off in the direction of Sharman's Cross Road and no arrests have currently been made in relation to that incident. So that's just a brief update of everything that's been going on in Birmingham overnight, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and leave your comments and thoughts below. Peace.